Hello everyone, welcome back to the Vanilla Minecraft series. My name is Evergreen, and today we're going to be focusing on finishing our nether room. Now, if you missed the last episode, we got really sleepy in the nether, and we got a lot of exploring done, but we're going to stay out of the portal for today. For the sake of my sanity, I just need a break from the nether. It is too much for me to handle. I much prefer when things are nice and soft, palettes, like in the beautiful overworld, and look how... Let's just take a second to appreciate how beautiful it really is, right? Look at these nice soft palettes, the beautiful living life. Everything's nice and green and blue and amazing, and I got proper wood. And it's just amazing. I didn't mean to do that, but I'll take the screenshot regardless, because it's a nice new addition to the world that's different than the goddamn hellscape that is the fucking nether. And if my attitude towards the nether is throwing you off a bit, go watch the last video. You'll see why I fucking hate it. Multiple reasons. Many reasons why I hate it. Least of which, it sucks. And I think that that's the most valid reason of all. So, yeah. And in today's video, we're not going to step a single tippy toe in it, because I'm going to dedicate my time to something more enjoyable. Building with beautiful paladin blocks that are going to make my day even better. And today, we're going to be able to finish our build finally, because we finally have all the right tools that we need at our disposal to make it happen. Which is just the best. Just the best, you guys. Really happy about all this. So, to start off with, we're going to use our wood to make the rest of our band around go. There we go. And we're going to make some stairs. I'm going to need more than 4, unfortunately, and I'm going to need some slabs too. We're going to need to place them along the roof. Just make it look like that it's being slowly converted, that like it's spilling out of the portal, and oh no, it's terrible corruption from the nether. Good. We're solid. And get our bricks together as well. Now let's clear out this one. Actually, I'm going to do this. And I also need to make soul lanterns instead of regular lanterns, just to add a little bit more of that nethery vibe to our portal for our lighting. And I should have some soul sand that I can make that with. And I do need some torches. And I have the iron for it as well, so that shouldn't be a problem. How do I make soul torches again? Soul torch. Okay, so I need to make them from scratch, not from torches themselves. Okay, that's fine. That is fine and acceptable. Just so long as it's not asking me to go back into that portal, I will be fine, I will be happy, and everything will be great. Everything will be light and joyful, and it will be all perfect. Now, I only need this much. I don't need that many, because I only need 2, right? I think. So, wrong. Put the wrong amount in. Alright. And make our soul lanterns. Oh, I need 2. That's right. There. Soul lanterns. Amazing. And our nether bricks. Clear this up. And run over. Look at that. It's already looking good. Already. I already did it. So, lantern. Doesn't light things up as much. It's a little dark, but thus is the nether, right? Everything is dark and terrible and dingy. and I want to get that across as much as possible because I don't want anyone to be walking up to this point and be like, oh, this is going to be a great time, because that's a lie. It's a lie that is like, you love the nether, and I won't stand for it, ever. In the history of ever, I refuse to stand for it. It's a hideous, hideous thing to believe, that anything positive could ever come out of that portal, ever. Because it can't. It's impossible. Just impossible. Alright, and now, get our floor down. You might be asking why I'm not turning it into the other logs. The answer is I don't want to go back to that portal, so I don't want to waste my time making that and using up more resources that I already have. This is a strict no nether day, and part of that means that I'm going to just have to make do with the stuff I've already collected, which includes doing this instead of going back and getting more logs. And I'm also going to strip these logs so that they look a little closer to the original. Perfect and amazing, beautiful, everything I could ever want. And I hope I also have enough bricks. I think I will, but I would lie if I would say that I'm not getting a little nervous about the amount of bricks that I might have compared to the amount that I might need. Let me also stuff this chest full of all the things I don't need anymore. I do need that netherrack though, so I'm gonna keep that. Oh, I don't need this diorite. And I don't need this soul sand either. I do need this shield, and I don't need those boots. And I can stuff this up here. Stack that. There we go. A little organization never hurt anyone. Never hurt anyone, ever. And stuff in there. And fantastic. Doing good on the smelting of our netherrack. Definitely at some point going to need to get some more charcoal, and I have the tree for it. I just need to make sure that I grab the saplings. I want to make sure that I'm not running out of saplings at any point. So we'll start up here. There we go. And then let's just step back and get a view of what this looks like. Yeah, that looks good. Looks good. I'm quite happy with that. Quite happy. Checking our Enderman friend. Doing good. I hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone's doing good. As we wind down towards the new year, I hope everyone is having a fantastic time. I personally am. I'm excited for the new year. Oh, nighttime is coming. We also probably, after we, well, I'll gather the wheat for it first, but we're definitely gonna need to go over and make sure our cows are still breathing. Just to keep them online, to get some leather soon to finish out the enchanting room, since we are starting to get closer to also getting that together. Given that we've actually gotten a full nether portal now, and we have a reliable way to get in and out. So, this nether fortress would probably be somewhere in the future for next few videos. And that means blaze rods, and blaze rods are potions, and all that means XP. And ooh, I need a lot more than 4 pieces. 2, 4, 6. I need 8. Double the amount that I thought I needed. 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Dump this in. And run on over to get our wheat to our moo boys. Moo boys. Lovely lives. It's like a boy from the 2000s. Got any eggs? Any eggs? No. I could just breed the chickens, but I don't know. There's something novel about relying on the eggs to breed them with. Let me go grab the rest of that coal to help cook the rest of this netherrack. And do it in here. I wish there was a... Well, actually, I don't know. You might be able to cook netherrack in a blast furnace. I'm not really sure. I feel like you should be able to, though. I feel like that should be something that is plausible in this game. What the fuck was that? Oh, that's the... Oh. It sounded like a drawstring being pulled back, and I thought for a second maybe that there were piglins on the other side of the portal, but no, it's just the wood. The wood just makes that weird-ass fucking noise. Here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go see if the blast furnace can cook the netherrack, and if it can, then I'm gonna use the regular furnace to get more charcoal. No. Okay, that's not the case. Alright. That sucks, because this is taking fucking forever, but hey, it just means if this takes a little longer than I expected, then I spend a little less time in the nether. So, I'm not gonna complain about that by any stretch of the imagination. Worst fucking addition to this game. I'm being dramatic. I can acknowledge the benefits of the nether. I just really don't like it. I just really don't like it at all. Personal preference, I guess. I just don't enjoy any part of it. So, yeah. Yeah, sue me. I think it sucks. Whew. I'll tell you what. I've been recording for about 5 hours now, and my voice is starting to really take its toll. I'm definitely going to need to get some tea with some honey and lemon soon, just to soothe my voice. Let's see, what else can we take care of now while we're waiting? Not really much of anything, truly and honestly. I could chop this tree down, just for the sake of getting the wood for the charcoal that I'm going to need later, so might do that. Doesn't hurt to do that. As we develop further into the game, we are going to come across the issue of not necessarily having a lot of very interesting things to do, like for example, waiting for things to smelt, which is fine. We can always find something to do. Always find something or other. Man, I am getting real tired, you know? I'm getting that kind of tired where everything just seems to move a little bit slower and everything starts to wind down a bit. I guess. I hope that everyone's time has been well. Hope everyone's been enjoying these videos as they're coming out. I'm leaving from where I am tomorrow to go home, and it's daunting because I have work and then I'm driving home because I have to be back tonight, or tomorrow night, as opposed to the next day on that Sunday. So it's going to be a lot to deal with because it's also a 4-hour drive, which is not nothing. It sucks, and I'm under the impression that pretty much only in the US do we drive like super long distances like that to get to places, partly because our country is so fucking huge, and secondly because we don't really rely on public transportation in this country. We rely on individual transport. I have a friend who lives in the UK, and the idea of even driving an hour to get somewhere is like, that is a day trip. That is the entire day gone if it's a day trip. And that is fucking insane to me. And I don't know, that could just be them, but the way that they impressed it onto me was that is very much a UK thing, and also like more of a Europe thing. And the one time I've been to Europe, it was amazing how close everything was. And like, genuinely amazing. I was having a tour of a castle in Germany, and they pointed over some hills and said, "Hey, you see that mountain right over there? That mountain, like maybe 20 miles away? Yeah, that's Austria. That's a whole other country, just chilling right over there." And that's fucking insane to me to think about. The fact that like I could drive like 2 hours in one direction and wind up in an entirely different country with an entirely different culture and an entirely different language. Not that Austria and Germany have different languages. Actually, do they? I don't know. I don't know if Austrians speak German, or if there's a language called Austrian, or some other Germanic language or Slavic language that they speak in Austria. What language? What's the I'll look this up real quick. What is the primary language of Austria? German, Austro-Bavarian. Huh, interesting. Austrian German, okay. So it seems like it's German with specific, interesting Austrian factor in it, I guess. Kind of like how English is different depending on where you live. Like, specifically in the United States, speaking English in, like, New York is very different from speaking English in California. Not to the point that they're different languages, but to the point where, like, the slang is different, and the culture around the language is very different. Which I've experienced firsthand because my family is very northern, and I remember a lot of times going to the south of Florida on vacation, and the English we speak there is just, a native Floridian's English just sounds very different than a northern way of speaking, and not in a way that's like too terrible. Like I think the worst that I've ever encountered was probably in like deep Georgia, like rural Georgia. First of all, not a great place to be if you're a racial minority. Don't recommend it. Secondly, the English and the way it's spoken out in rural Georgia is just so alien to you, especially when you're from the northern parts of the U.S. It's low-key terrifying. It's a little scary because you can't really understand what they're saying half the time just because their slang is so very different. I don't know. Don't recommend it, especially if you're a racial minority. Unless you're a linguist. If you're a linguist, fucking go for it. If you're a linguist, then study the hell out of that. There is that misconception that I think has bolstered the ego of a lot of people from the South, that their accent is the closest to an original English accent from the time of colonization in the Americas, just because they preserved the way of speaking. But that's just not true for a number of reasons. Primarily the first one being that language evolves over time. Accents evolve a lot over time. The idea that an accent stayed the same over the course of 200 years is actually crazy. Especially when you come to the fact that most of the people living in the United States already did have a separate accent from people who lived in the UK at the time. That just doesn't make sense. Like, you're hundreds of miles apart. A lot of the family that lives there is generational. There are still a lot of immigrants, and a lot of a large population of the United States during the time of the colonies was immigration focused. But you still have generations of family there that have developed an accent that's distinctly different from the ones in the UK at the time of the colonization period. And the idea that, oh no, the southern accent hasn't changed since 1776 is insane, and not at all how language and accents work in general. The idea that, oh no, we kept it the same, that's just not reasonable in any way to respect the imagination. Oh, not okay. There we go. Yeah, but yeah. That's my main thought regarding that. And I think it's gone a long way to bolster the egos of a lot of people from the South, just because it's like, oh, well, we're the original British people. Listen to our voice, listen to our accent. It's posh, it's fancy if you think about it. But no. And also the idea that an accent makes you superior to someone else, like, what? And the whole, like, oh, Shakespeare was meant to be read with a southern accent, knowing that. It's like, no. Not even close. Not even fucking close. First of all, you have, like, if I remember correctly, about 100 years separating Shakespeare from 1776 America. And so, first of all, you have that. Secondly, like we talked about, accents change dramatically over time, right? So the accent that Shakespeare would have been very different from the accent that 1776 British people would have had, and especially extremely different from the accent that Southerners in the US would have had, and especially different from the accent that modern day Southerners have. It's just crazy to think about. Like, think for instance, think about how the American accent has changed in the last 100 years. There's a lot of similarities, yes, and at the end of the day, you would still be able to identify both as American. But we say a lot of words very differently. There's a very different way of speaking nowadays, especially with our slang and the way that we talk. Americans have, over time, we generally moved our accents further nasally, rather than through our throats, or our chest. Like, for example, accent that's very heavily spoken with your chest ends up being a lot of Eastern Asian accents. They tend to be spoken with your chest, with a lot more force and power, because their language, a lot of Eastern Asian languages are more tonal focused, and so they require a lot more force and power in your chest to speak. And I'm saying this, I'm also not a linguist, I'm not an expert, I could be totally wrong about this, I'm going with a layman's understanding of these ideas. But I'm pretty confident that I have a layman's understanding, at least to speak on it. Fight me? Well, don't fight me, but if I'm wrong, tell me why I'm wrong, but also cite your source as to why. Don't just say I'm wrong and move on with your day, for the sake of pride. But, and then a lot of European accents tends to be focused more in the mouth and also in the throat. Which is very different from the American accent, which is very nasally. Especially West Coast accents are very, very nasally. The stereotypical Valley Girl accent is almost entirely in your nasal region. You're using a lot of those very nasally sounds to make that accent come to fruition. So. I also would like to find a trial chamber at some point, just because I have, like, I got all these potions. I got all these ominous bottles that I could use. Now, I'm not at the point where I could reliably go in and survive a trial chamber, but still, that'd be nice. Be nice at some point to get to experience that, I think. Oh, I have a saddle now, don't I? I'm pretty sure I do. I should still have it. It should be in here, yeah. I want to go figure out this Nautilus thing. Let's see if we can. Hello. Hello, friend. Hello, friendo. I have a saddle for you, if you'll take it. How do I tame the Nautilus? Do I need a Nautilus shell? That would be very fucked up. Oh, maybe I need kelp. I didn't even think about the fact that I could just be a vegetarian. No. And I can't ride you. Maybe I need a free hand. Can't put a saddle on you. Let's go to our good old friend Google. How do you tame a Nautilus in Minecraft? Pufferfish. Pufferfish. I have pufferfish. I have some pufferfish. Let's try and make this work. Let's see if we can do it. I hope so. I hope so. You know, I'm talking all about, like, accents and everything and all the different aspects. The reality is that it doesn't really matter the way you speak. It just matters what you say. Accents are cool and all, but they're hardly the most important thing in the world. Now, there are definitely some accents that... And one thing I think is really interesting is the idea of, like, an attractive accent. Like, some people having an attractive accent. I think some people have an attractive voice, where their voice itself is the thing that's attractive. But in terms of, like, an attractive accent, I think that's maybe stretching just a little bit. Oh god, I'm gonna cough. Oh no. Oh, here it comes. Woo! Oh, baby. Yeah, I think that's a little silly to be like, oh, one accent is more attractive than the other. I just think all accents are cool, and some people have a more attractive voice. Where did you go, my friend? There you are. There we go. There we go. Whoa. Why? So I have perpetual. I've got perpetual. That's pretty neat. Can I jump? Wait, can I? I can't. That's cool. I want to go this way because I want to see how far I can explore this river. This is pretty fun. I never would have expected we would have gotten a water. Pretty neat. There's a river. Hello, Mr. River. Oh, I can. That's right. I can make armor for you, can't I? You got a little friendly, guys. Now, does he wander off? Okay, he does. So I'm gonna need to make fencing. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet, but I'm going to make fencing in one of the areas and jump the fence. Right? Could just do that. Over here. In this area. I think I'm gonna do it. Let's go grab. Should have some fencing on. Stay. While I run to get some fence. Please, when I get back. I don't have any fucking fencing, do I? Ah, shit. Shit, choppies. I'm gonna take this and this, and then boom, boom, and then boom, boom, and then let's go make some fence. 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 Yes. Okay. Where are you? Come back to me, my fish friend. There you are. Yay! I'm like Flipper? What's it called? I can't remember the name of it. It's the one with the whale. I don't remember. Oh god, I don't remember. I am the worst person ever. What's it called? Free Willy. Free Willy, that's what it is. His name is Willy. Well, now I have to name him Willy. Now I can't. Now I have to name this Nautilus Willy. I can't just not name him Willy now. That'd be stupid. Yeah, I definitely need more fencing. Hey, come here. Can I jump? I can! That's great. Glad I can do that. What do I need more of? I need wood. Spruce wood. Which I should have spades of in here. Yes. And then fence. That's not the fence I need. Why would that be the fence I fucking need? Why? Dang. God damn it. Spruce fence. Why would you I specifically looked up spruce fence. Thank you. Got a little infuriated there. if there's one thing I hate more than the Nether, it's bad UI. Is that you? Is that you? Yes, it is. Yay! My friend! Wait. Oh, fuck. Okay, wait. I got this. Yeah! This is magical. Magical as shit. Free Willy. Except he's trapped, so he's not free. He's just Willy. I'm gonna go get a name tag for him. I know I was gonna save that name tag for the Enderman, but the Enderman can wait. I have a pet, and the pet deserves it. Not the Enderman. Who I still don't know whose name is. Where's my other name tag? Willy! Willy! Oh my god, this is great. We've got so many pets in the last couple days. Willy! Willy! Yippee! Remember, in high school, I was in a production of Puffs, which, if you don't know, is a stage production that's a parody of Harry Potter. That's essentially like, oh, Harry Potter, but he's a Hufflepuff. Is the best way to describe it, except not. It's a funny show. It's a comedy show. You don't have to take it that seriously. And there is a moment where the main character's Patronus is a whale, and there's a moment, like a Free Willy moment, and it's very, very funny. And on our production, we just threw a giant fucking whale plush over the stage as we're standing there all shouting Expecto Patronum, and it was amazing. It was great. It was fantastic. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today, actually. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to comment down below, tell me how your day was. I would love to hear it, and I'll make sure to reply to every comment I get. With that being said, if you did make it this far, make sure to like and subscribe. That way you can stay up to date on when new videos stay coming out. Now with that being said, make sure to drive safe, wash your hands, get plenty to eat, get plenty of sleep, and get plenty of water, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.